Hey everyone, Ittarra here, bringing you another exotic weapon review of the First Curse. Now, the First Curse is a hand cannon that is pretty immaculate, to be honest with you. It comes with 3 perks. The First Curse, precision kills while ADS grant increased range and stab until the next reload, triple tap, and Deadeye. Bonus to range, stability, and movement while ADS. Now, the Deadeye perk gives you rangefinder, a stability increase, and single point sling, so you can actually strafe faster. This gun is deadly. It doesn't need any real perks to actually do what needs to be done. You get this gun from the Imprecation bounty that you get from your gunsmith. I got it at rank 5, maybe you guys got it a little bit less. One thing I gotta say about the Imprecation bounty is it's not described properly. The 7 consecutive kills is not in PvP, even though it specifically says, hey, do this in PvP. What it is you go, it's PvE for that part. All you have to do is go to the Dark Beyond, the first story mission on the moon, let the thrall come out of the door, get the triple tap, and just get 7 kills without, honestly, reloading, and you'll get it. You need the headshot spree still, but that's only 2 die, so on and so forth. So it's not exactly too harsh of a weapon, because even in this form, its exotic form, it's still a 2-shot headshot kill. The only difference is the range is spectacularly increased while ADS. Another note I have to put is, in that very first part, I was doing Mayhem Clash, but the First Curse was not maxed out. In this clip, however, with Rumble, the First Curse is completely maxed out to show you just how much of a different range there is. There is a huge range difference between what it was before and what it is prior. This gun is now manageable with recoil. The thing I have to say about this gun as a whole is there's a bunch of pros and also the same amount of cons. It's actually kind of balanced when you think about it. It's not overpowered like the Last Word, which is just a free fire and everything else. This is a very slow, high impact. If you've ever used something like the Ill Will from Year 1, or the Dark Below, or House of Wolves, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The pros for this weapon is its 2-shot headshot range is amazing. It's really good, but it's not overpowered. As you can see, these guys, I forgot to mention, these guys were actually boosting in this lobby, so I decided that I was going to have a little bit of fun with that, because, boosters. Nah, I'm not, no. Just, no. What ends up happening is, this is a great 2-shot weapon. This is a great hand cannon. Becomes a force just by having it in your hand. You don't actually need the perks in general for it to be an amazing gun. It just actually assists it to being even better. The stats are there to make it amazing right out the gate. And that's what I like. I like guns that are, or weapons in general, that don't need the perks to actually be great. It's more of a skill or sleight of hand that makes you good with the weapon. That's what I enjoy. This is a great team fight weapon. This gun will put them in pretty much one-shot or near-death range just with a single shot, because it does 95 crit damage. If you see 95 pop up, that's the max damage you can get, and that's outrageous, because it's a 2-shot headshot, 3-shot body shot. The triple tap makes it even better. Like, this is one of those scenarios where triple tap actually makes it amazing. I'm going to head off to the cons section about this, however, because, there cannot be no good without bad. Yeah, that was English right there. Scouts, sidearms, and pulse rifles will make it difficult for you, but it's supposed to, because those are the actual main enemies of hand cannons. They're supposed to outrange you. Hand cannons are strictly for medium to short range. They're not supposed to be, the godly sniper rifles they were before they got nerfed. This gun makes you relive that glory from the olden days. From the golden age of hand cannons. Thanks, Zavala. That wasn't Zavala. One of the pros also is if you're facing a Sunsinger, it cannot burst it down properly because it fires too slow. But again, that makes it balanced, because anything that has increased armor, you'll find yourself having a little bit of trouble taking them down. Now, as for whether this is a PvP or PvE-oriented weapon, I'd have to say PvP mostly. The only exception I can say to the PvE is if you're facing a gigantic boss with a massive crit spot, because the triple tap makes this thing have 18 rounds. It'll go 8, 7, 6, then back up to 7. And then you just continue to go down there. I've done the math. It's 18 rounds of hand cannon ammo. Now, we all know that hand cannons have more impact than scout rifles. We all know that, and now this hand cannon overtook a scout rifle in terms of actual damage. So if you're facing Golgoroth, bring this hand cannon. It will melt. It will do everything that's needed. Well, everybody, my official score for the first curse, I have to give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's amazing. I love this hand cannon greatly. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope to see you in the next part. Take care, everyone, and be safe.